What if Earth had Saturn's rings? Imagine looking up at the sky one night and realizing that Earth has rings, not decorative, Instagram worthy rings, but Saturn level rings, billions of tons of ice, rock, and dust, all orbiting the planet at tens of thousands of kilometers per hour. At first, it would be breathtaking. The rings would stretch across the sky like a glowing highway, brighter than the Milky Way, visible even during the day. Nights would never truly be dark again. Stargazing would become pointless. Astrophotographers would cry. But beauty has mass, and mass has consequences. Earth's rings wouldn't float gently above us like cosmic wallpaper. They would orbit around the equator, forming a massive permanent belt in the sky. If you lived near the equator, the rings would hang motionless overhead, a sharp, luminous line cutting the sky in two. Move north or south, and the rings would tilt, rising and falling with the seasons. And that's where the trouble begins. For large parts of the year, the rings would block sunlight. Entire regions would experience daily, predictable eclipses. Temperatures would drop, weather patterns would shift, agriculture would struggle. Some areas would cool into permanent twilight climates, while others would heat up as atmospheric circulation tried and failed to compensate. Solar panels would become unreliable. But the real problem isn't the shadow, it's friction. Earth doesn't live in a vacuum that's perfectly empty. There's still atmospheric drag, solar radiation pressure, and gravitational tug of war with the moon and the sun. Over time, the inner parts of the rings would slow down, and when orbiting objects slow down, they don't stay politely in the sky. They fall. At first, it would look like shooting stars, thousands of them, every night. Beautiful, romantic, extremely alarming to anyone who understands orbital mechanics. These wouldn't be tiny meteors burning up harmlessly. Many would be chunks the size of cars, or houses, or cities. Earth would enter a permanent meteor storm. Some fragments would vaporize, others would reach the ground. Impacts would become common. Insurance companies would give up. Roofs would need to be reinforced. Space agencies would start using words like unsustainable. And then there's the moon. Saturn's rings exist partly because Saturn has many moons shaping and stabilizing them. Earth does not. Our single oversized moon would gravitationally distort the rings, pulling material into clumps, gaps, and eventually, new moons. Yes, Earth could start growing extra moons, briefly. Most of them wouldn't last. They'd either crash into Earth or be flung into space. Both options are bad. But suppose somehow the rings stabilize, the impacts slow, civilization adapts, humanity survives under its permanent sky scar. Even then, the planet would never be the same. Climate zones would be rewritten, navigation by stars would disappear, cultures, myths, religions, all reshaped around the ever present rings. Every sunrise and sunset would reflect off billions of ice fragments, turning the sky into a burning halo of light. Earth would be stunning. Earth would be hostile. Earth would be unmistakably different. And all of it would come from one simple change, adding a little extra stuff to the wrong place, which is a recurring theme in planetary science and in human history.